Hey guys, so welcome to Banned Book Week Day 3. So today we're talking about The Goats by Brock Cole. Oh, this book. So of course I'm going to be talking full on about this book, so there are going to be spoilers. So if you have not read this book and you want to read it, don't watch this video. So The Goats follows a boy and a girl who have been away at summer camp. And this camp has a tradition of picking two outsiders, one girl, one boy, stripping them naked and taking them out to this island and leaving them, this island that's nearby the camp. And for these two outsiders, they kind of seize this opportunity to kind of run away together and just have their own adventure and kind of embrace the fact that they're outsiders together. And they just rely on each other to survive. Now, The Goats was banned in 1985 for inappropriate behavior, offensiveness, and naked girls, or naked girl. Now, the offensiveness, I couldn't really figure out where they were pulling that from, why the book was labeled offensive. Now, the nakedness, it was a naked boy and girl, not just girl, so I don't know why a naked girl would be more offensive. But I do get that, and the inappropriate behavior I definitely get, because once the boy and girl kind of run off on their own, they do kind of go on like a little crime spree, because they're like stealing stuff they need to survive. And I get why you might not want to let kids read this book and be like, oh yeah, that's totally cool if you need it. So I definitely get why it would be banned for younger children, but for teenagers maybe, I don't know why you would ban it. Honestly, for me, this book, other than A Course Sorcerer's Stone, this was probably my favorite book to read for Banned Book Week. For me personally, I loved this book. I loved reading it. It had pretty much everything that Shannon loves. I've always had a fascination with summer camp, and there's like 2 different summer camps that you read about in here and them being there, and it has like this just nice little friendship that kind of evolves into more, and just 2 human beings relying on each other in an almost completely innocent way. And like, they never get really graphic. There's never anything like, oh man, I just want to jump her, we're in a hotel room alone together, we should just have sex. There's none of that. But I loved that anytime there's any moment where it could have slid into a more like cliche, like boy and girl have to do stuff or have sex or whatever, it slides back onto this more like innocent level, and I really like that. And it's just like the characters, at first the girl character was not very, I didn't really care for her, but then I really grew to like her a lot. But yeah, I really like the characters, I really like the story, and it's just a really good like adventure story. And it's like, yeah, reading it you might go, well, that was a stupid decision, can't you just see you should do this? But I realize it's like when you're in the moment and something seems scary, you might not make the most rational decision, and you might not feel like there's any other way to do something to get yourself out of a problem. It is a really easy read. It is 184 pages. The print is huge. Like, as you can see, the print is huge. It's really just quick, easy read, really good story, really good characters. One of the things I loved about the book is that they don't ever really use the main boy and girl's name. They do say their name a couple of times in the book, but especially when they're together, they always refer to each other as the girl or the boy. And I thought that was kind of cool. And they never really say how old they are. It's like they're obviously not like full-blown teenagers, but they're not little kids either. They have to be at least 13 or I'd say somewhere between 12 and 15. And so it's just like a really fun age to read about and have this adventure in. I really recommend that you read The Goats, because it is a really good story, and it's just like a really good portrayal of an innocent relationship that could evolve into something much, much deeper. And but it's like a very significant and powerful bond, and I just really, really like that, and I really hope you guys check out The Goats by Brock Cole because I loved it, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone because it's just a really good story. Alright guys, that is it for Banned Book Week Day 3. I will see you tomorrow.